Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the physical Heart Goku or Heart Virus Goku, Heart Ku I think people like to call him. Not really a fan of that name, but yes, this is physical Super Saiyan Goku, and he is based on the Goku who suffered from a heart virus in the Android Cell Saga, and I believe he came out with Trunks. But I did not have him for a very long time, so yeah, it's one of those things. He's also one of the few Goku units that does not have Kamehameha as his link, so that's always very interesting, although he fires Kamehameha, so I think it looks like a Kamehameha. I'm not entirely convinced, but yeah. Either way, Goku is a very interesting pickup, and he's a relatively tanky unit. At 55%, he has his limits, but the more dupes you have in him, the more impressive he's going to look. Now, he's a total school lead of 130%, greatly raises attack with a super attack with a high chance, which is 50%, of sacrificing 7% HP. He has 100% attack and defense, raises attack and defense by 200% based on the amount of HP remaining. Has Ki plus 5, chance of critical hit of 59%, and damage reduction of 59% as well. He also has a 59% chance of additional super for the first 5 turns. He will reduce damage received by 59% when HP is below 59% after the 6th turn, but he'll gain 59% defense. There's another 59% in there, and that's the whole play on the whole Goku thing. Overall, he's decent. At 55%, like I said, he's not going to blow you away, but if you've got this guy, you've got a couple dupes in him, he can actually be surprisingly tanky. You know, 1 or 2 dupes in this guy and all of a sudden he's rocking 200 and so defense, and he's got 59% damage reduction. He's not going to light up your world, he's not going to break the bank or, you know, be this incredible defensive behemoth, but he'll be decent and he can eventually get some pretty cool attack stats. He's definitely a really fun unit to use, and yeah, but you can see 125k defense. His defense tops out at 200%, but it'll immediately start dropping the moment you fall below 100%. It will not drop based off of his super attack though. So if he fires a super attack and you lose health because of it, his defense is not going to drop afterwards. Now, beyond that, he's got a decent link set. Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. But he's not on a lot of he's not on a lot of categories. Pure Saiyans, Goku's family, Super Saiyans, etc. Total School, Earthbred Fighters. There's not like a specific team where I'd say this guy is the Goku you have to use. I think with the sheer amount of good Super Saiyan Gokus, you know, this guy is not really highest on the list. And he actually surprisingly doesn't link as well with other Super Saiyan Gohans, etc. as one might think. Shocking Speed is a bit of a sacrifice for him, and having Saiyan Lineage and Saiyan Warrior Race and Experienced Fighters kind of throws his link set a little bit out. But overall, he looks really good, and he, yeah, honestly has a couple of really cool things going for him. I think he's the kind of guy where he might be in your box, and you might think, hey, he's not that great, and then you realize you have 2 dupes in him, and you put the effort in, and you rainbow him, or you fill up those 2 dupes, and all of a sudden he's got like 200 or so thousand defense, and he's tanking because of his 59% damage reduction, and he's doing 4 million attack stats, and he's just a fun unit. Like, I think he just ends up being a unit that you have a lot of fun with. Maybe enables you to use like Gohans, Super Saiyan Gohans or Super Saiyan 2 Gohans. He obviously triggers the full passive of Gohan as well. You can see his defense here being at 159%. We've lost that damage reduction, and that's big. Like, losing damage reduction is obviously crucial at all times, but you can see Goku, doing some good attack stats. 159k defense is alright, I guess, but realistically he's there to tank. So he's more like a really good tank for things like ESBR or SBR, where there's like a short-term requirement to it. You just want the 6 turns where he's got really decent defense and he does some additional supers, and he's got some crit chance, and he's got some damage reduction, and he's really looking at a really solid unit for that. Ultimate Clash he'll be great in, ESBR, SBR, any shorter red zone he could be really good in as well. So anything that's a little bit on the shorter side, I would say 6 or 7 turns below, is where you're really going to benefit from him. Now, link leveling him isn't necessary, he doesn't gain a lot. Much like most super units, link leveling them doesn't explode your world or rapidly change the unit. He doesn't have it all in the family either, which is a more crucial defensive link for Goku's family units to have. But he's got Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, and all of these add up. And if you do link level him, you gain a little bit. You do get about 15% defense, which is nice. And coupled with damage reduction, remember any defensive gains are amplified. So although it doesn't sound like much, it does help tip him over the edge. That 155k defense becomes a 170k defense. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it does adjust when you are using damage reduction. It's pretty important. So it's a pretty big blow. Now 58% damage reduction, or 59% I should say, is a very sizable amount. Look at 77% damage reduction Tech Movie Goku and how well he does as a tank because of it. Very similar idea here, just on a slightly lower scale. I think if you get 1 or 2 dupes in him, the defense raises to the point where that 59% feels really good. And like I said, you can have a lot of fun with him as a solid tanking option that can build up to doing some decent damage. And yeah, like I said, if you're running a high offense, high turnover build, or you're doing shorter base content, this guy can really come in clutch, and he's really cool for things like Ultimate Clash. He's a really good tanking option, and for a lot of content he's a really good tanking option. And even later on in longer events, if you're below the health threshold, he'll come in clutch again. It's just if you don't fall under that he can struggle. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and bye.